Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The veteran Joey Sly ready to get this started. Glad to have you with us, folks, and we are underway here at Gillette Stadium. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's May. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Pats use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give right side. It's Myles, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the Patriots had 11-5 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air, May. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's May. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go, sack.
They'll throw with May. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run here with Pacheco, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking to throw. May. Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
It's a pickup of 6. And they go play action with May. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw, it's May. He completes it to Ridley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And got his man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now here's Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught by Kittle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Myles. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that. It's
almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the gun, it's made. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Myles. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Leo Chanel gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On fourth down, on comes Joey Sly for the Patriot field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Throwing here is May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Fisher, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Short pass caught by Henry. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Here's May. This one caught by Ridley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myles, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
To the air, May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Up the middle they go. Myles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. Sly able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. May. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Check.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myles. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Myles. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Here's 2nd down.
Reload. Here we
Up the middle they go. It's Myles. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Now May on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're